Will there be exclusive merch? Will there be special guests? The answers to these pressing questions will be answered at Kinda Funny Live 3. Be there. KindaFunny.com/KFL3. Get your ticket now, boy. This episode of Gamescast is brought to you by Movement Watches. They're founded on the belief that style shouldn't break the bank. The watchmaker's goal is to change the way that consumers think about fashion by offering high-quality, minimalist products at revolutionary prices. Movement Watches start at just $95 at a department store. You're looking at $400 to $500, but they figured out a way to just cut out the middleman and make everything way cheaper, providing the best possible price. We're talking classic design, quality construction, and that styled minimalism everyone's always talking about. You should probably stop being late to that thing that you're always late to, and hey, you might as well look good doing it. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to movementwatches.com/kinda. That's MVMTwatches.com/kinda. Join the movement. Next topic of the day. I want to talk about replaying games.
Okay.
Ooh, what's you guys' stance on this?
See, I'm glad you brought this topic up. Take your note for Kevin. He'll get mad if you don't take your note.
You're so right.
Because I saw you playing with the pen. I thought you were all set to do it.
You were actually pointing towards it.
I want to tell you something too. The pen, great look for you. This is a good look for hosting a podcast.
Makes me feel a bit more, I'm all fidgety. What the fuck is up with this fidget stuff, by the way? You guys know what I'm talking about?
We put up an article like with a bunch of links to fidget stuff, and people just keep buying them.
What is fidget stuff?
So, you know, people get all fidgety with
things? Like that cube, the distraction
There's
cube?
like 1,000 of them, though.
Yeah.
They just, I don't think I've ever seen a product
blow up overnight,
go this viral out of like from 0 to 60, and just people are buying a thing.
Yeah.
You know? I'm seeing every single goddamn picture on the internet.
Turns out 2017 is the year of everyone becoming anxious.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder why. No.
Yeah.
Anyway,
at Dice, Randy Pitchford walked over and he had one. He was showing it to me. I was like, all right, cool.
That was actually a magic trick.
Oh my! And then my wallet and pants are gone. I was like, what?
Randy playing games.
Yeah. I hit you up about this.
Yes, you did.
Because what happened is, I don't know your guys' stance on it and what your history is with it. For me, it was last night, the excitement of getting my Minecraft Switch code in the emails, downloading, and then being like, well, am I really going to play Minecraft again? Like, I could play it on Vita. I still haven't gotten the platinum in that. I could go chip away at that. But is this one better? But then it was just the whole thing of like, well, what about replaying games in general? And not even Minecraft, because granted, every world's going to be a different experience. But what about like, I'm like, oh, I can't wait for Super Mario World whenever they get that on the eShop for Switch. But it's like, I've played that a million times. I've bought it a million times. I think every time I buy it, I probably play less and less of it. I just like having it. And it's the same thing like Parappa the Rapper's here and Loco Roco's out this week. And that means Patapon's got to be coming soon, which is a different story because we'll play the fuck out of Patapon. Everyone will, won't they? They'll buy a new one, get one for the Vita.
They're probably,
but I want to know, like, I always made the joke on the old shows, just, old game is old, where I don't want to play a game that I've played before. I didn't know how you guys came down.
Well, especially this year, it's almost, I feel bad if I'm replaying something. I feel bad because I'm like, I still haven't gotten to Neo.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten to Nier, which are two games like right at the top of my list that I need to play.
Yeah, I want to play Nier bad.
And we're about to get into, like, I need to play more of Prey. I'm going to fuck around with Injustice for a little bit. And then all of a sudden we blink and it's fall.
Yep.
And so going back and playing like Destin Legary at IGN, he talks about he played Mass Effect 1 30 times. Every time as a man, which I found fucking flabbergasting. I was like, how did you not accidentally create a woman 30 times?
At any time to hear any different dialogue, to do something different.
Someone's like, hey, your favorite game of all time, you played 29 times. What if you could play it a little bit different this time? I'd be like, sure, fuck it.
Yeah,
well, the Journey Wanderer's naked this time. Like,
yeah, it's a Rick and Morty scheme.
Yeah. And so, like, in my mind, especially longer games, I don't replay. That being said, there are probably 10 games I replay on a yearly basis.
Really?
Journey is probably the most recent one.
Okay.
But mostly Super Nintendo games. You mentioned Mario World. It's Mario World, The Link to the Past, Super Metroid, Earthbound, Chrono Trigger. Like, these are games I go back to literally annually.
Really?
And then
Why? What brings you back to them?
I still do think the Super Nintendo is the best console of all time. I feel like, I don't want to say games peaked there, but my personal taste in games peaked there. Like, I don't think there will ever be a better Mario, Zelda, or Metroid game than those three. As much as I love Breath of the Wild, I think it's like a genre-defying game. So I go back to there. It's comfort food. It's knowing exactly what to do. I go back and play Banjo-Kazooie because it's muscle memory. Like, we played through all of Banjo-Kazooie like a year and a half ago on Christmas. It was me, Andrew, and Alana. And we played through the entire thing. and got 100% and didn't need a guide. It was just like, I remember doing this. I've done this enough. It's familiar. And then the other reason I replay games is to show someone something.
Sure.
Like if I start dating someone, it's like I want to show them PT or I want to show them Catherine or The Walking Dead. But other than that, like I'm never going to go back and replay a 100-hour RPG.
Well, that's the thing when, like, when the trophy list will pop for, like, whatever weird Japanese RPG, and it is, like, play it 3 times. You're like, man, what the fuck, this game's 50 hours long.
You guys had Andrew on the other week. He
Persona.
Platinum fucking Persona.
That's insane. I can't find, exactly. I can't carve out any time to get past, like, hour 30, and he's out there playing it twice. And that's the thing I'm with you on. It's just, like, it's so hard to sit there and be like, I feel guilty playing more Persona because I feel like I'm missing so much now that the wheels are starting to turn again, let alone the things I left in the dust, right? Like, Neo was never for me, but Nier, since we did the Square stuff and I saw that for the first time, really, I was like, shit, that game looks awesome.
Man.
And now I get to fight the Square Enix CEO. Fuck yeah, all right.
I feel like Nier is that game this year so many people are sleeping on, like, not on purpose, but just on the fact that Horizon and Zelda and Mass Effect.
It came out in that in there, but it's also of that quality though.
That's what everyone is saying. And like so many people I trust online are like, Patrick Klepek wrote so much about how like this is fucking game of the year material and this is so insane. Yeah, I need to play it.
I love replaying games. I'm all about it, but I also don't play super long games to begin with. Like I think that it has, like, Zelda is the obvious thing for me where I'm like, I invested a lot of time into that game. Horizon, I just try to do bare minimum, just beat it, and I had a great time doing that. But I don't think I'll ever replay Breath of the Wild. Like that's not the type of experience that I need to go back to.
And they added New Game Plus to it, right, in the update?
Yeah.
Hard mode? They added hard mode?
Hard mode, yeah.
They're adding.
Like,
that's in the DLC.
It's not a New Game Plus. It's just that you can continue playing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have it be different. Because technically, your save point before Ganon, you can't save after Ganon.
Sure.
Yeah. So,
spoilers, Ganon's the boss of that video game.
Yeah. But I'm with you where annually I'll play through a whole bunch of games. Most of the Marios, like the old Mario. So 1, 2, 3 Worlds. Star Fox 64 is on that list for me. I go back to Pokemon Red and Blue and Gold and Silver all the time. Oh yeah, man. I just love.
Did you replay them when they came to 3DS?
And I replayed them even though I had recently replayed them, and I was just like, "Am I going to do this again?" Yes, I am.
Yeah,
I totally am. And most of the time I replay Pokemon, it's on an emulator of some sort. Like I remember for a long time with my PSP. I had a Game Boy emulator and I could use turbo mode, so it would speed things up.
Yeah,
because the old Pokemon games are real slow.
Oh yeah.
But I think
that's because Pikachu had that fat. He was still fat. Pikachu.
Shout out to Fat Pikachu.
Yeah. I miss him. I miss Fat Pikachu. I miss Fat Sonic. Miss Fat Waluigi.
Oh, Fat Waluigi.
Yeah, I don't think he ever existed.
No, he never. He's Wario.
But I think the game that I replay the most is Super Mario 64.
Yeah,
I go back to that at least, maybe not all the way through, but the first half of that game, like the first half of the levels, I replay those things so much. That's
really funny you say the first half, because I could encyclopedically 100% the first probably 6 worlds in Mario World, but if I got to there's one where you have to raise and lower the water, I'd probably be like, oh, I haven't played this one that much.
Yeah,
definitely don't remember this one.
No, I mean that's the thing is like, because it gets progressively, the levels get less and less interesting in Mario 64, but that's a story for another time. But I think the games besides that because those I kind of just play through them. The games that I go back to play the most are things that don't really have story or narrative at all. So Amplitude, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Sure.
Like I love just going back and fucking around for 15 minutes.
Yeah. I wonder, when I think back on like the stories we're telling here, right? The game I've replayed the most then is Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. Because it's always I make the comment that if it had a platinum, I would have it. I'm talking about back in the day.
Sure.
Because, I played that thing nonstop, and there was a moment where, because I wanted all the dog tags, I wanted all the ghost pictures, I wanted all the stuff, and I just remember playing freshman year of college, just playing it over and over and over again, getting everything, and then getting furious when years later, my other college roommate borrowed it and came back with a different memory card in it. I'm like, motherfucker, where's that memory card? And he couldn't find it. I was like, all of it was gone. But it was like, I never needed it again, but I wanted it kind of thing. Like, when we're moving, I finally looked down and tossed out my EA Sports PlayStation 1 memory card that had all my PlayStation 1 Spider-Man saves. I'm like, I'm never going to boot this back up. Don't worry about it. But that one was like, there was this moment where Poe called me back when he was finally playing it, and it was like, I'd already done the whole platinuming of it, and I was in a friend's room, and I walked him through. I'm like, wait, what difficulty are you playing on? He's like, I'm sorry, there's going to be 2 more guards I left off. They're going to be here, and this is going to be here, and da-da-da-da. And I hung up, and the one guy was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? How do you know? And I'm like, I can just see it all now. But I wonder, as we talk about it, how much for viewers and then even younger kids, if they're still replaying the games they got. Because remember, for us, it was like you get a game on your birthday, you get a game at Christmas, then you got to scrimp, save, whatever, cut lawns, go to Funkoland and make all these horrible trades to make sure you get that chance. I wonder if that's still happening or if it is. Games are just so easy because I feel like the digital everything has made everything so easy to get more.
Games are cheaper. You can download free games on your phone. You can get dollar games.
Not to mention, there's so many more distractions now for free as well, right?
I think that also there's a difference though between replaying a game over and over and over and over and over again, back to back, and replaying annually, right?
Sure.
Those are kind of different conversations because then the latter is going back to something.
Sure.
Whereas when you're a little kid and you only have Frogger's Great Adventure on the PlayStation 2,
hell yeah,
like my brother, you get addicted to that shit. And he played that, and Mark Echo's Getting Up like no one's damn business.
Yeah,
he loved that game.
He got up.
Sequel? He got up. He got so up. Yeah. But those games, there's a ton that I just replayed the hell out of just because it's what we had.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, going back to stuff like Metal Gear Solid 4 is one that I would never necessarily want to replay the whole game.
Yeah.
But just there's certain parts.
Yeah, I think I never want to replay the first segment, but I'm like I always want to go back and replay that European noir one. There's like certain
the one that ended in the motorcycle chase.
Yeah, and there's like I want to go back.
Fake face.
And I want to go back to Shadow Moses, like that kind of thing.
Yeah. See, like that stuff is so awesome, but you have to get through so much. And also, there's no way to play Metal Gear Solid 4 unless you have a PS3. Which is upsetting.
Yeah, they need to fix that shit.
They do.
I mean, I guess the thing for me is just the fact of like, I don't know. I want to replay games and I just can't because I feel like for me, games are my main source of entertainment in the same way I don't like rewatching movies because I know what's going to happen.
You don't like rewatching movies?
No, I used to as a kid watch them all the time. And like now it's fun to go back. Like, I popped in Chasing Amy a couple weeks ago while I was packing because I was like, somebody had mentioned it. I'm like, I haven't seen that in forever. And, I pop back and I'm like, I didn't remember scene for scene anymore, word for word. But games is the way of like when... Cool, here's the HD Batman collection. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Or, you know what I mean? Whatever. Remastered Batman. And I put in Arkham Asylum, and I got a few hours in, which is deeper than I normally get on these things. I was like, yeah, and then just, whatever. And it's like the times they've re-released Peace Walker with trophies. And like I'm like in my head, I'm like, fuck yes, finally, my favorite game of all time. And then I popped on a plane, I'm like, someone comes out, I get distracted, and it's over. You know what I mean?
And we live in a world now where remasters and just up-res games and remakes and whatever are just so constant where it really does put this topic to the test of what are we willing to replay and what aren't we? Because there's certain games, Metal Gear Solid 2 comes to mind and 3 as well, and Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2, where I loved those games on PlayStation 2 so much. And when it's like, oh fuck, there's HD versions of them and they're coming to Vita, I'm like, oh shit, I'm definitely gonna replay that on Vita. I remember playing Final Fantasy 10 and thinking I would give anything to play this portably. Yeah. Like if that would have happened, oh my god, I'd put so much hours into it. And then it happens. I played the first 5 hours. I'm like, I can't keep going.
I felt the exact same. Like I fucking love Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and Birth by Sleep, and they came out they're on PS4, the entire thing, and I'm like, am I really like? I feel like I'd be bad at my job if I put 200 hours into these games, and someone's like, "Did you play Nier?" I'm like, "No, sorry. Like I can't." And the same thing, like Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age is coming out this summer, and that's my favorite. Final Fantasy 12 is my favorite Final Fantasy game of all time.
Blows my mind.
Yeah, it's all about those sixes. I go 12, 9, and 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, and I'm not done with 15 yet because I keep replaying Banjo.
IGN's top Final Fantasy games of all time. Number 1 was Final Fantasy 12.
No, it was 6 and then 12, and people were very mad at that. And that was because Zach and I led that meeting, and Zach and I both really, we were biased.
Zach and his denim jackets. Get out of here!
His handsome face.
Get out of here, you good looking son of a bitch.
Yeah, and then Megan Sullivan was just fucking furious because she's like 12 shit. And we're
No, we got the votes.
Number 2.
Too bad.
But then there's something for me, Crash Bandicoot, Insane Trilogy come in the summer, and I'm playing the shit out of that game.
Yeah.
Like if the platinum's achievable, I'm doing that.
Yeah. See, and that's what scares me about it all is how many times I've been stoked about something coming out, like a Bastion coming to Vita. And I love Bastion, and I reviewed Bastion on Xbox and all this different stuff, and played through it on Vita. And then when it was like, all right, cool, new game plus, I was just like, whew, you know what? I'm gonna take a break and never come back to it. You know what I mean? So like now that Patapon is coming, it's like I hope that I've taken so much time off of Patapon, let alone Patapon 1. You know what I mean? But then I do have a feeling it's going to be all the changes that were made for Patapon 2 and 3 that I love so much, they won't be there in 1. I'm like,
It's funny,
they're gonna fuck it up and put some trophy in there.
As like, sort of worried as I am to replay games just for that one reason, I rewatch my favorite shows all the time. I've seen Lost 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Like I've seen La La Land 7, 8 times, and it came out 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things, like if I love a movie or a TV show, I will just constantly rewatch it and force people in my life to watch it.
I wish I had that thing, because there was the thing, like when Smallville came, here's every episode, and I was like, yeah, and I beyond infamously at Clement's, I was like, I'm gonna watch every episode and put up a review on the blog.
Every episode?
And he's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, no, I will. I'll bet a pizza on it. And I made it like 4 episodes in, and I was like, I do not want. I remember all this really well. I don't need to be rewatching.
You made it 4 episodes in, you got a stitch in your side. You're like, oh, shit.
I gotta slow down on Tom Welling. Going a little too fast here.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I remember when they re-released the Devil May Cry HD collection. I loved DMC 1 specifically on PS2 era and 3. And I played a little bit, and I'm like, all right, cool. It's something about... I do replay a lot of games for a little bit, just to kind of get a taste. And
just remember it, right?
Yeah.
Like when they released the Prince of Persia trilogy in HD or whatever on PS3 with a 3D mode that was garbage.
Oh, remember 3D mode?
Yeah. And that trilogy is one of my favorite gaming trilogies of all time. I know a lot of people only like the first one. I like all of them. And when I was replaying it, I beat the first one, started playing through the second one, and despite really liking it, I was like, I'm not going to keep doing this.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
Because I started to realize I'm just doing it to do it. And that's never a good reason to be doing anything.
And people will write into Beyonder Unlocked all the time and be like, what are your thoughts? I played through half a game and I'm not liking it, but I should finish it, right? And my thoughts are like, no. Like, if you're not like, if you're tired of something, just like, it's totally fine to bounce. Like, you're not doing a disservice to anyone, and time is like the most valuable commodity we have. I feel like, at least me personally. I guess money's probably time's the second most valuable commodity. And so, if I'm like halfway through something and not feeling it, as long as I don't have to finish it for work, I'm like, I'm fine bouncing. Yeah.
So replaying games. We fucks with it.
We fucks with it.
Not really, but you guys do. You fucks with it.
No, I feel like you've fucked with it.
I fucked with it, I think,
but
and then I shake my head, I walk away.
Next time I see you tweet about replaying a game, I'm going to be like, you fucksing with it again.
Okay, fair. Yeah. Or if they ever put out Infamous. Shuhei, if you're listening, put out Infamous number 1. Shuhei,
please listen.
On PlayStation 4, please.
Someone listen.
Also, Sucker Punch, please make a video game.
Oh, they're making something all right.
Ooh, it's going to be called Famous.
Yes.
It's a Nashville tie-in.
I'm into it. Totally into it. You can click here for more game stuff. You can click there for more non-game stuff. You can click here to support us. And guess what's over here? I don't even know myself.